Hello YouTube, this is Morgan Airspeed Prime here with my next Avatar news update video. So, had one yesterday, but there has been a little bit more news today. So first up, we have a Jeremy Zuckerman who has posted on Instagram here with an update on the Avatar Book 1 Water soundtrack. Now, what he's showing off here is just test prints of the vinyl. So he's listening to them to check for quality, I guess, and so far it sounds very, very good. He does edit based on the comments and mention that, he is still waiting for information on when pre-orders are actually going to go live for the vinyl, because it's November 17th. As far as we're aware, that is the release date for the digital stuff, and the vinyl still not available to buy anywhere. So they need to get on that because it's only 2 and a bit months away from that, and this needs to be a kind of big success. Everyone wants it to be a big success, so don't mess this up by leaving the pre-order super late in the game. But hopefully in the next week or two we do get it. That's the kind of big thing. This is why he edited, because people were asking, of course, where's the pre-order? You mentioned there'd be pre-order information eventually, still isn't here. And then the other more interesting reply is just, will there be colored variants? And he says, yes, this is just the test. The vinyl is going to be purdy. So obviously, as you can see from the video here, which we'll check out in a second, they just have the kind of standard black vinyl here. But he obviously points out that the final product, he obviously knows the design kind of aesthetic of it. It's going to be colored in some way. I assume it'll be like blue for Book 1 Water. But we'll have to wait and see, because that's where a lot of the hype is surrounding kind of this, is that it's been so long. So many people, the soundtrack is one of the best parts of Avatar. We want the best collector's edition possible, so we want that to be a really nice collector's piece, as well as just a physical version of the music itself. So, of course, you're going to get the new Brian art on the front, which we've already seen. The kind of vinyl itself, which will be colored and look really nice. But then, will there be any extra stuff on the case or whatever? Will it include a kind of information on the the fact that this was re-recorded, some of it's extended and stuff like that? Will it have the information that we kind of want to highlight that this has been something 15-ish years in the making? We want it to be everything it possibly can be. But yes, hopefully we get pre-order information on the vinyl soon, because I just want to see what's in it. How big of a collector's edition is it actually? But let's take a quick listen to this. It's the kind of intro music for the show. So, as you can see, it's sounding very, very nice. We've, of course, heard one of the tracks already, and there's another look at another one of the tracks. So, still, 33 others that we haven't really heard just yet, but, we'll get that when it actually does release. And like I said, not too far away. It's only 9 weeks or so away, give or take, but we'll move on. The second and final piece of news for the video is going to be this. Avatar Academy has at last been detailed. So I covered the announcement of this in a previous video, but there really wasn't much information apart from the fact that they said it's a trainee program. They basically just said exactly this. But now we have the details on it. So as you can see here, you can apply. It is this thing. You'll be working for Nika Animation, basically part of Avatar Studios. You'll be working with the people working on Avatar projects for Avatar Studios. That's the whole practical training and mentorship stuff going on. And it seems like the idea of this is that the focus of this seems to be on sort of character designing, kind of background environment designing, as part of the animation process. So pretty interesting stuff. There's some frustration I've already seen in the comments about how accessible this is for people, just because you have to be at least 18 years of age, eligible to work in the United States without visa sponsorship. So it does really leave out a lot of international people, and because it also mentions here it is like in person at Nickelodeon Animation Studio Burbank. There's no like kind of remote kind of opportunities, which some people are kind of asking for here. But I sort of get it. You know, it is a training program, and it makes sense you might need to be there, but you know, it not being super accessible for like so many international fans of Avatar is a little bit of a frustrating thing. It is a full paid 40-hour-a-week thing, so there's that. You have until the 21st of September to apply, and it starts in November. So it's all happening relatively quick, which is quite interesting. Again, it doesn't really tell you anything about the specific projects that you will be working on, and we're still in the situation where like officially we just have like the initial movie. We know there's other movies in the works, and other projects will happen, but we don't officially know about these other projects. Now, it's going to be 6 months with the potential for an extension, of course, after review. And then how you actually apply, just in case you are wondering, there is a link that will lead you to this Paramount Careers page, which has, of course, the apply button and the full kind of job listing breakdown for what this actually is. So it's called Art Trainee for Avatar Academy. And of course, it goes over a lot of the details here about what's actually going to be happening here. So some of the key details are that like you will assist in the creation of visually stunning character and environment designs. And while gaining valuable hands-on industry experience, this position is perfect for individuals passionate about the Avatar universe and wanting to, you know, get started, of course. Assist in the production of high-quality art and animation for Avatar Studios projects. Concept art, character designs, visual assets based on the established Avatar universe. Follow art direction and maintain consistency with the unique visual style and storytelling of Avatar. So that's been a big thing across a lot of the Avatar Studios kind of job listings on the art side of things. They're really emphasizing the unique visual style of Avatar and wanting artists to, you know, get up to speed with that specific style. So any fear that they're going in some sort of crazy different direction is unfounded. Everything points to the fact that they're trying to make it as consistent as possible, while also, like, you know, utilizing the latest and greatest like technology, of course, to make it look as good as possible. So, you know, you'll participate in team meetings, you'll research all this sort of stuff as well, and a lot of the, you know, technical stuff as well going on. They do require you to, you know, submit a portfolio and stuff like that. They do mention, you know, as a weird optional thing, like if inclined, you're welcome to design like your own character based on Avatar and Korra. They link like 5 random images that just feel like just completely random. Like 2 of them are like specifically like Pali and stuff like that. It's kind of weird, but either way, it's just fine. That's just an extra thing. So that is there if you are so interested. Again, I'm not super familiar with a lot of the details myself, so let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on this. But I think there's definitely a bit of frustration about, like, you could see here in the comments on Instagram of just like, you know, very US centric and not a lot of international kind of stuff going on there. So that's a bit frustrating given how worldwide popular Avatar actually is. That is a bit of a frustration, but progress is happening. I definitely wish we knew more officially about Avatar Studios. That would definitely be a helpful thing to just more know, like, say, if you join, are you directly working on the first movie, or is this more specifically about like upcoming series and stuff like that? Because it feels almost like maybe a little bit late, and then there's the whole kind of confusion in a way about, like, these seem like more of the preparing the series stuff, like this, a lot of the stuff that would go into, say, like an Avatar art book style thing of like the character design work, rather than the specific actual animation, which as far as we know right now is being done by Flying Bark, at least on the first movie. So it's a bit of an interesting one there. But yeah, in the comments, let me know what your thoughts are on the soundtrack here. The vinyl pre-order will be coming eventually, I suppose. And then what are your thoughts on the details about Avatar Academy? Does it tell us anything, or is it just you know, exactly what it says? But yes, that's been the video. Thanks for watching, and bye.